Years after Adam, humanity gradually separated into two distinct spiritual paths. From Cain came a line of people who chose to build life without dependence on God. Over time, they shaped a society centered on human strength, achievement, and self-desire. Scripture later identifies this line as the daughters of men, not merely by lineage, but by a way of life rooted in independence from God. From Seth came another line. These were people who continued to seek the Lord and order their lives according to His will. Because they called upon the name of the Lord and remained loyal to Him, they were known as the sons of God. For a season, these two groups lived by very different principles. One trusted human wisdom and freedom without restraint, while the other walked in reverence, obedience, and dependence upon God. As time passed, the sons of God slowly lost their spiritual distinctiveness. The change did not begin with open rebellion, but with casual association. Conversation turned into friendship, and friendship grew into emotional attachment. The daughters of men appeared attractive, confident, and unrestricted, and the sons of God allowed admiration to replace discernment. Gradually, they stopped asking what pleased God and began choosing what pleased themselves. When personal desire took precedence over divine guidance, faith began to weaken quietly. Compromise followed. Worship lost its central place, values shifted, and homes that once honored God absorbed the spirit of the world. Influence flowed in the wrong direction. Those who were called to uplift others were themselves drawn downward. Marriages were formed without regard for spiritual unity, and the separation God intended to preserve faith was erased. Corruption filled society not suddenly, but through repeated choices that set aside God little by little. This history reveals that the fall of the sons of God was not driven by hatred toward God, but by neglect of Him. Prolonged exposure to voices that did not honor God reshaped their thinking, desires, and priorities. Companionship replaced conviction, and the heart became molded by its surroundings. Association with others is not wrong, but when connection is guided by attraction rather than faith, it leads away from God. True fellowship should always draw hearts upward toward the will of God and keep Him at the center of every relationship.